I don't quite know what's happening, but the stream, there we go. I think we're finally broadcasting to YouTube now, which is great. But anyway, how you going, Hot Streak? I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing quite well. I don't know why there was such a big delay between me actually starting the stream and the stream starting on YouTube, but you know, whatever. What are you going to do, eh? Now, unfortunately, we're not off to the best start because I can't access the Gran Turismo servers at the moment. Looks like it's not a scheduled thing. So I don't really know what's happening there. It's not ideal. But I thought I'd test out some of the new cars. And on the new track as well. We'll go and test them out. We are stuck in offline mode. I'm hoping it'll, you know, we can just keep hitting this reconnect button here and eventually it will just start working. I've had a bit of a Google search around. Oh, there you go. I have reconnected to the network. Well, there you go. Never mind. See, all I had to do was start streaming, put the pressure on the system, and we're away. So that's a good thing. Never mind. Cancelled last. We're all going fantastically. Now, we do have a GT League here. Yeah, look at this. This is disgusting, isn't it? You can see how much offline I play. Basically none ever. I did all this before I started racing online. So, let's have a look at what the daily sport races are, in case they're the new track and the new cars. Yuck, Tokyo Expressway. What's the car? In the Swift, that is one of the new ones. Kyoto Driving Park, but the old one in the Visiv GT. And then we have a Group 3 at Interlagos. But let's go test some cars first. Let's just stick with offline for now. Let us just go and try some stuff. In fact, let's have a look at GT League. Ooh, I can go straight to Professional League. Although I think I've got to be level 30 to become an Emerald. So that's why I can't do the Endurance League yet. But let's go back and see if I can find something I can use the RX-7 in. Here we go, FR Challenge could be a thing. Front engine rear wheel drive cars. Ooh, max horsepower 591. I think the RX-7 would get eaten here. N600, yeah, the RX-7's an N300. Keen to use the RX-7, I'm a rotary guy. G'day Al Paxony, how are you? How are you going? So I did tell you guys I'd do a stream at a time that was a little bit better to the Northern Hemisphere people. And here I am, being true to my word. I can actually check the time zones. Let's have a little look and see what time everyone's sitting on currently. I've got on my world clock over here. Obviously in Australian Eastern Standard Time it is 10 to 8. I did want to start this stream a bit earlier, but the servers weren't working, so I've had to wait until now. But it looks like we have... well, it's actually 10 to 10 PM in Spain, in Madrid, as well as Rome. It's only 10 to 4 in the afternoon in New York. Fantastic time. And London town is 10 to 9, so it's not bad time. Not bad times. That YouTube guy, hello and welcome. Let's go back to Beginners League so we can try and find a... there we go, FR Challenge. It's got a picture of an RX-7 on it. Kyoto Driving Park, there's the two of them. Only 2 laps. Let's just plug through these, eh? Let's just try a couple of these. Going to be using the new RX-7, been pretty keen to get into this for a little while. Still can't connect in Ireland yet, Gavin. It was plumb luck, literally. I tried half a dozen times and then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to start the stream and do some stuff offline. Welcome, by the way, Gavin. And then, yeah, I've just jumped in game, sitting there having a chat, hit the reconnect button, and it worked. So, all I can say is just keep trying. Good evening from Scotland, Jamie. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Merry Christmas, Hot Streak. Insert Christmas emoji. Couldn't find any. Yeah, fair enough. And good morning from Oz. It's good to have the fellow Australians on board. Alright, let's just get out there and use this RX-7 now. I did test this briefly yesterday, and I can confirm, unfortunately... Let's change view. What does that change view button? Oh, not that button. I did try the RX-7 out briefly yesterday, and unfortunately for all you other rotor fans out there, if any of you are rotary fans, I certainly am, the noise, the sound it makes is not great. Certainly not rotary-like. Panic then when I got up behind him. Would have got 5 laps to get to the lead. All right, let's go to the radar. Good evening from France. Welcome to the stream. I hope you've all got some awesome Christmas plans laid out. And if you don't do Christmas, then I hope you've got some good holidays. But I think I'm going to do a comparison video between the sound of the RX-7 in... Oh, he's squeezing me. Shouldn't have been out there. That's okay. The comparison sound between the RX-7 in Assetto Corsa, which sounds pretty damn good. One of the best rotary sounds I've heard in a game, because most developers don't get rotary sounds right. These guys are a bit easy, to be honest, aren't they? I'm going to do this in a couple of laps up my sleeve. But yeah, this is a pretty generic sort of 4-cylinder type sound. It's not very rotary-like. I'll even go inside the car. The other thing I probably could do, since I have an RX-7... Oh, that's right, the track goes right there. Is maybe go for a little spirited drive somewhere, throw the microphone in the car and actually record the real sound of a rotor, so you guys have a good comparison. Just thoughts. Sorta has that rotary rasp, but not really. Why would you go drive in real life? That's a fair question. It's a fair question, Hot Streak. Welcome to the stream, Joe Rich, Daniel, and it's Hot Streak again, saying hello. But hi. Hi all, hope you're doing well. Just going to try and quickly plug through some of this new single-player championship that Gran Turismo gave us. Might do a sports race, might do some online racing later on, and then I might finish it all off with a Christmas open lobby. Open to everyone worldwide. We're going to deal with the ping issues together. So that's absolutely fine. It's not a bad handling little car, this one, actually. Wants to get a little bit sideways, but that's all good. And across the line. That's a whole bunch of Christmas trees, Jamie. I like it. And a beer. Definitely going to be having some beers coming up. We do a big Boxing Day bash around here, so we'll have the Christmas family day sort of deal. And then myself and a lot of my friends get together every year on Boxing Day and just drink too much, basically. Alright, let's jump out of that. Good to earn some cash back too, because I bought the Skyline and I bought the RX-7. It's only a 2-lapper here, so I'm going to have to work a bit harder. So I need to gain some cash back, so doing a bit of offline stuff probably won't hurt me, actually. Oh yeah, actually I've just reread that. That's right. You actually said, why would you drive virtually? Go drive your real RX-7. That's a fair point. That is a fair point, but I can't drive as fast. Don't have GT Sport or even a PS4, although in a few days, you never know. Well, I hope that everyone's sitting there waiting for Santa Claus to drop you off a PlayStation 4 or Gran Turismo or both. Hope all of your dreams come true. And I hope you can all get online and experience a bit of Gran Turismo. I actually bought a new sim yesterday, which I haven't had much of a go of. But I did buy Automobilista, which feels pretty good. I had a very, very quick spin. Oh, my TV's just turned off. You'll have to excuse me if I crash here. I can't see anything. There we go. It's okay, if you're new to my stream, my TV does turn itself off. Usually only once per session, but it just turns itself off there for sort of 15 seconds or so. But it probably did just cost me a clean race bonus. So that's got a bit taily. I wonder if I need to turn traction control down, off. That's the first thing I need to do, didn't think about it. Maybe turn the bias forwards a bit. Not backwards, forwards. Can I go around the outside of the big dog? Yes, I can. Oh, that's too much throttle. Yep, didn't want to do that. It's quite taily, this thing. If you're into drifting, I definitely recommend doing it. What am I, third with a lap to go? Yeah, should be fine. What's up, Michael? Eric GDR, how are you, mate? Welcome to the stream. Oh, I've come in too hot there. Might have just ruined my chance. No way, I'll still catch him. That's fine. Reading the chat, braking markers, all that. Your TV does that too? Yeah, it sucks. Daniel from New Zealand, welcome. You might be one of the first Kiwis, or at least the first one that's identified themselves as a Kiwi anyway. It's a bit of a cut, don't worry about it. But yeah, I haven't spent any time in the Skyline yet. I bought it, but I haven't actually raced it, so what's this guy going to do? He's going to go very slowly. I'll just go around the outside of him. Bit of drift work. Try and have a bit of fun for the rest of the lap. Without spinning though. Probably like 10 kilometres away from Charlie. No, I'm not in Melbourne. Not in Melbourne Hot Street, not even in Victoria. Close. Ryan, the guy I usually stream with, is there. But you're actually a lot more kilometres away from me than that. Did you get the RX-7? Yeah, so this is the RX-7 here, so I've just bought this. Well, I bought this in the Skyline last night actually, so it won't hurt to try and make some cash. Yeah, I did lose my clean car bonus from the TV turning off, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. We'll jump in and do this. I can't use the Skyline unfortunately because it is not rear-wheel drive. But I hope you're all doing very well leading up to Christmas. We're about as close as we can get, well I am anyway. Some of you guys are still on the 23rd of December. 2007 Panasonic. You know what? Mine's a Sharp TV, Daniel, but it would be a very similar year. It'd be a very similar year. Maybe 2005? No, maybe not. Yeah, mine might be a very similar thing. And for whatever reason, it usually only does it once per session, so once it's cleared, I'm usually pretty right. I don't know why it does it, but it just... the screen turns off for about 15 seconds or so. Need to go, Jamie. Time for work. Enjoy the rest of the stream, guys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Jamie. Thanks for stopping by. Probably overbraked a bit there, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm very much looking forward to it. I've got a lot of skins in mind to put on the RX-7. So looking forward to getting into some liveries into, or in and around the new year. I don't think I'll be doing, this will be the last stream I do before Christmas, for sure, given that Christmas is tomorrow for me. You're both just going to leave the door open. Oh no, he's going to close it back, that's okay. I did not think he'd be slowing down that much. That's okay. It got a little bit sketchy there for a second as I panicked because I didn't want to slam into the back of him. It's like they're not even holding the throttle down hard. So what are you doing holding 80% throttle? That car is just horrendously unattractive from the back. Well, it's not great from the front either, let's be honest. One thing they did get right in this, the engine noises aren't particularly good, but they did get the buzzer right. So in rotaries, they don't really have, well they do have rev limiters now. Actually this one would have done because it was fuel injected and has a computer, but the old ones like mine's a Gen 1 RX-7, it actually just has a buzzer, so it reminds you to shift. And this is, you can hear this is more of a beep, but it's a real buzzer in mine. There it goes. But as I said, maybe I'll do a Gran Turismo RX-7 versus an Assetto Corsa RX-7 for noise purposes, and then compare it to my own. Bit of drift work. Looks like his old mate there was doing a bit of drift work himself. Just so slow in this. Oh, I've done it to myself there. Came in a bit hot. That's okay. It's easy to forget it's a road car. The server's still down, Daniel. Yeah, that sucks. As I say, all I could do, I jumped in game and just hit reconnect and it worked. No tips for you at all. It just sort of seems like they're obviously having intermittent issues. Hello there, Marvin. So, why is traction control back on? I was like, just stay off traction control. I don't know why that turned back on from the last race. Surely it should save that. Anyway, what else is going on here? You think it's the game instead of the TV? No. No, it's definitely... Oh, yours is doing it on the Samsung as well. That's weird. On a new Samsung. Likes to spin out of control. Yeah, it's a bit taily. It's a bit taily. Right, let's get out of this end stuff. But it was good to use the RX-7. That's why I jumped into the beginner stuff. As I say, I can't actually do... Oh, there's quite a lot in there. Well, let's move up to something a little bit faster. In the Amateurs League. Now, do these all use garage cars? I presume they do. Full drive challenge. N400. I wonder if I can use the Skyline. I can. Let's go use the Skyline for a race and see how that goes. Stupid Lupid, welcome to the stream. How are you? Keep saying connection to the server could not be established, then press... Yeah, so all you can do, Daniel, is just keep on hitting that. Welcome, Spartan. Good to have you on board. Yeah, it does look high. I don't think it's scheduled maintenance, the server being down though. Let's see how the big GTR Skyline goes around Brands Hatch. Haven't used this at all, so I have no idea how it's going to be. Looks pretty nice actually, do need to turn traction control off. A bit of understeer when you get on the throttle, which is probably to be expected. Actually, you know what? It handles pretty nice. Which I'm not surprised about. Nissans in Gran Turismos have traditionally always been pretty deliciously tasty. What have I got? 6 laps. Might have asked a bit much. No, that's okay. It does grip quite well. Sorry you missed my last couple of streams. That's alright, Spartan. No worries. No problems at all. People have got lives. People have got things to do. People don't always have time to hang out here with me, but I do love it when you do. This recommends third gear for the big Skyline. Look at that. It actually hangs on real nice for a road car. Try and go around the outside of this guy. No, I don't think it's going to work. It did work. That is easily my worst corner around Brands Hatch. But I made it work. The nostalgic feelings when hearing the old GT soundtracks in the menu. They got some Christmas music going at the moment, which I thought was very festive of them. Wouldn't have thought, I never would have pictured Gran Turismo to be the kind of game to get involved in, like holiday themed anything. But there you go, they did, so that's nice. It's nice of those. It's nice for those of you that like Christmas carols, which I'm sure it's all of you. Must admit, I've never really liked Christmas time all that much. It's always been the pain in the ass, but now that I've got a couple of young twins, quite like it actually. It's good fun. Good excuse to get the family together. Nice bit of controllable drift in the all-wheel drive there. Better get my skates on actually, I've got to win this, don't I? That's right, I forgot I was playing a racing game where the idea is to win. Just having fun, trying to read chat around Brands Hatch. About 3 laps for 3 people, I should be right, I think. GT League menu, yeah, no, fair enough. You love the Gran Turismo Christmas music, good. Good, gotta get on board, it only happens once a year. And it'll all be gone in about 2 days, I'd imagine. Usually a recommended spot to overtake because it's pretty sketchy through here. Yeah, and I pushed too hard. Never mind. Oh, he's going slow. Sneak around the outside of him, get this done before turn 1. Use a cheeky bit of grass, change the line up a little bit. Got 3.1 seconds. I should be pretty right with 2 laps to go, I think. Use the auto gearbox. Nice bit of drift there. Well, I actually didn't make as big an indent on their lead as I hoped. I'm gonna have to get cracking. Gonna have to get cracking here for a second. Watch the snowflakes in game. Alright, well, as it turns out, I'm gonna have to put in a big lap here. I've gone straight off at turn 1. Not what I wanted. And it's also going to rule me out of the win. There you go. I've got to be 2 sideways, out on the grass. A bronze is as good as I'm going to get here, I think. The tyres are very slippery all of a sudden. Didn't even realise they had, like, tyre dirt or anything. Aren't the servers down? Well, yeah, they are on and off. So I tried half a dozen times before I started streaming to get onto the server. And I just jumped in game. I thought I'd do some offline stuff. But yeah, it just worked. Got in game, hit reconnect, and it connected. So from what I'm sort of seeing, some people are getting on. Some people are not. I don't think it's a scheduled maintenance thing. I think it's intermittent server issues. Well, I'm going to come 5th and just fail miserably, so that's going well, hasn't it? Yeah, it sounds less like servers down and more like intermittent server issues. Servers are overflowing. It could be true, actually. That's a good call, Daniel. It might be... oh, I've got a lap to go. I was thinking that was the end of the race. I was thinking that was the end of the race. I was reading the chat and I switched my brain off. Not that that would have hurt, because I tried to switch my brain on the lap before and I spun. Now, is that lap traffic up ahead? That couldn't possibly be 3rd place. Sketchy spot to overtake. It's actually not really. Ooh, hit the grass there. Hit the grass there, but again, bronze is the best I'm going to do. Does handle drift quite well once you spit it out sideways. I mean, obviously there's a limit, which I proved. But once you spit it out sideways, no warning about the maintenance, it's just the server. Yeah, exactly. It's just obviously something's screwed up. I restart my race if I've been hit or spun. Yeah, I probably should as well, hot streak, but that's cool. I'll come back and worry about these later. Just trying things out for now. Just trying things out, not too stressed. It's Christmas, no point in being stressed. I'm not about to win any online championships here, so I'm not doing Tokyo Expressway. Box of Spirit. Let's go and have a look at the Profesh League. Midship Challenge and the Premium Sports. Okay, what have we got here? We've got some longer races too. Yeah, still not doing Tokyo Expressway. I should probably... Ugh, and then Blue Moon Bay Speedway. Yuck. Yuck. Oh, this one looks more entertaining, doesn't it? All Saints Village. I need to practice. I keep saying I need to practice that. It seems quite cool, and I've spent no time there at all. And Interlagos. Let's. It's only 8 laps. Let's start with Interlagos. It's not too long because I don't want to go too long in between chat if I can help it. You want to win everything? Yeah, so do I. So do I. I'll go back through and I'll redo that one hot streak for sure. Daniel, it's back up. It could be, but it could also just be. Ooh, what do I use? GT by Citroen? No. Trust the Italians over the French. Just joking. To any of the French people out there, don't get triggered. Hopefully not another DDoS attack. Has it already been hit by DDoS, has it? Gran Turismo. And if it has, then you can tell how much I follow the news. Although I do check Reddit fairly regularly. I didn't see anything about a DDoS attack. Lizard Squad wanted to send a message to gamers to get off and enjoy Christmas. Yeah, well that's true, but part of enjoying Christmas might be playing your new Gran Turismo game you just got. You're out? No worries at all. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. Hi David Eastwood, welcome to the stream. Welcome back to another stream. Right, so it's an N600. Let's see how this goes. Against an Enzo Ferrari, I wish I could afford to buy an Enzo Ferrari, but it's like 1.2 million credits, and I'm like poor. I've spent all my money. Whoa, everyone's braking so early. Oh god, oh dear, this isn't... Whoa, yeah. Slight bit of panic there. That guy ran wide anyway. Ran into the track right in the middle of the corner, because that's how professionals do it. This car's a little strange to handle, but do I restart the race at this point, or do I just punch on? I've got 8 laps. I'm in 17th. Yeah, I'm just going to restart because I need to brake early. Do you use wheel or controller, David? I'm on control. I'm on wheel. I'm on a Logitech G29 wheel, and I'm not normally this bad. It's the Christmas spirit that's got me. They brake. Oh, I'm still going to end up hitting him. You brake so early. And don't accelerate hard at all. This car's got a fair bit of punch though. It's not short horsepower. Just coming a bit deep there. Yeah, it doesn't brake very well. I need to readjust my brain away from Group 4 braking markers. Sneak up the inside of these two if I can. I wonder if these things... I've got traction control on again. Should probably turn that off. Which I'll do when I get to the front straight. I don't know if this thing's particularly taily or not, but we'll find out in a minute, won't we? Definitely doesn't brake or turn very well, but it does go bloody quick in a straight line. Which leads me to believe it probably will be quite taily. Turn you pig! Jeez, how's that for understeer? Just went, nope. Just have to brake super early for everything, because it just does not brake at all. It's a bit deceptive because it kind of accelerates like a Group 4 car, but it doesn't stop or turn like one. Get out of the way. Thanks for the follow, Vito follow. If I've said that right. Reading and driving is hard. In fact, I'm making driving just look hard at the moment. Okay, what have I got? 6 laps to get 4 more spots. Hopefully I can do that alright. What car is this? BTC Gaming? Welcome, by the way. Good to have you here. What did I end up choosing in the end? Oh god, I forgot to brake. I was reading chat. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. We're gonna do a spin. That's okay. I handicapped myself a little bit. We'll still punch her for a win. Reading chat is bad, but I'm going to do it again right now. He's G29, you're dead right. Might be because you're on Sports Hard. Yeah, it could be. Well, that guy's cocked his braking markers up. Turn, you pig, turn. It's not a car that loves turning. As I say, it's a little deceiving for your brain because it accelerates like a Group 4 car. So your brain kind of goes, yeah, well, you'll be right, you're in a fast car. Try and square the corner off and see if I can shoot up the inside before the last turn, and I can. And punch up the hill. Need to adjust toe out on the front and toe in at the rear. Yeah, you're right, stupid Lupert, you're dead right. I haven't been adjusting any car settings, I'm just jumping in and racing. Dr. Strange, welcome to the stream. Henry as well, welcome. Now I'm going to brake this time. Have I braked early enough? Because that is well before the 150 metre. But that's pretty spot on, I'd say. Oh, why are you going so slowly? I've copped one in the rear. And not even in a good way. Ah. Just lols. Just lols, guys. So many nice cars in this category, and I just don't own any of them. But even with my spin into the wall and everything, I should still comfortably clean up. The two Germans in front of me. Up the inside, use a bit of pit lane, that's how you get it done. You just have to brake last week into turn 1 there. If you start braking last week, you're absolutely fine. Look out, yellow Ferrari, man. Little nudge in the rear there by the Ferrari. He's got a bit of fight in this guy. Jeez, get out of the way, big fella. Take the title line. Backed out in case he pinched me against the corner. Try and stay up high here, square the corner off, and punch past him before the next turn. Oh, too much throttle. There we go. And into first with 3 laps to go. Can you change perspective? Goes like a bastard. It certainly does, Willie. It goes like a bastard. Braking is loose. Yeah, it's not good under brakes. I wouldn't say it's good. Even the Enzo was kicking out its rear end. Yeah. There we go. I'm braking well before the 150 metre mark there. So that is the outside of the Lamborghini. Not a bad looking car. That's the inside. Oh yeah, I got a brake, don't I? Missed the braking marker changing views, doesn't matter. It's very yellow on the inside, isn't it? Haven't actually, tell you what I would like to do, at some stage of the year if I can, is get a VR headset. The thing is, I play a lot of PC sims as well, so my question is to you guys out there, if you know the answer to this, is PlayStation VR the only VR headset that works with your PS4? So could I get a different sort that'll work on both? PC and PS4, or will in fact the PS4 VR headset work on both? Merry Christmas, David, you got to go. No worries, thanks very much for stopping by the stream, I do appreciate that. Almost forgot to brake again. Get around that corner. Sideways there. PlayStation VR only works on PS4. Okay, so you can't use that on PC. Damn, this thing doesn't brake. What if I could maybe shift the bias forwards a little bit? Not that much. Or if the back end's going to get too taily now. Turn! Turn, you pig! Right, how many laps have we got to go here? Just the one more lap to go. Oh, I've never known a car to understeer as bad as this. Servers down in Europe, yeah, they're intermittent. It's issues, I think. I am on the campaign, but I am also actually online. I should be able to do some sport races, provided the server hasn't actually re-kicked me back off. When I came into this, I was online after multiple tries. I've actually been slacking off too much here. And Captain Ferrari Man's got me. Alright, I best get cracking. I've been trying to read the chat and piss farting around. But he snuck up on me. It's okay, I've got it done. I've got it done. If I can get around that part with all the understeer in the world. Take a few track limit liberties there. And across the line. There's not a lot in GT you can do in VR, just arcade mode and view liveries. Well, what's the point? What is the point of having PlayStation VR if you can't race online with it? What is the point? So, yes, the PS1 will work. What's this about? Is this about will it work on PC? So, what we got to... PlayStation VR only works on PS4. Okay, so you can't use any other third-party VR headsets. And then Hemulan, welcome by the way, has said that the PS1 will work. Does that mean it will work on the PC, do you mean? Remember memory stick duo? Yeah, wasn't that a joke? Sold you the lowest amount of memory on earth and charged you maximum dollarage for it. Max dollary-doos. Restart didn't work. Down detector site confirmed server down. Are you open to PSN ads? Yeah, I am, Stupid Loop, but I probably won't go through them now. I usually go through after the stream and add people that have added me as a friend. This game is every time in maintenance. Kes. To be honest, I've never had a real problem with it. Let's go out and check if I'm still online or not. Let us go and see if I'm still online, because at the start of the stream, for those who have only just joined the stream, at the beginning of the stream I did actually, well, before the stream started I was offline and I must have retried half a dozen times. Then I decided I'd just stream in offline mode and check out the new cars and do some campaign stuff that they've added in. Try out some of the new cars. That's not a bad thing to win that BMW M4. But yeah, so I just hit reconnect, which is where save is now. That becomes a reconnect button when the servers are down. I just sat in game, hit reconnect, and luckily enough it joined me to the servers. So I can race online. I don't know if they're buggy as shit. Let's go and have a laugh at a sports race, but I'm tipping they're going to be buggy as all hell. Actually, is that in the... Oh yeah, in the viz of however you I'm supposed to say that. Visiv GT. We don't want to watch Interlagos again. Race entry until entry period starts 2 minutes. I may as well just wait for that and see if I can get in. I'm tipping this is going to be buggy as all hell. Laggy as shit because the servers are clearly having some dramas, but let's find out. Hemulin, you mean it only works on PS4? Oh, that's a shame. That sucks because I play Assetto Corsa. I just bought Automobilista yesterday on special with a bunch of DLC. Pretty happy with the purchase, to be honest. I only had a 10-minute foray into it, and it seems pretty cool. But I don't want to buy a VR headset that I can't use on PC or PS4. If you're not online, you can't save. The question is, Raymond, if I'm offline doing championships and stuff while the servers are down, then the servers come back online, I reconnect and it works. I presume at that point it does resync all of my progress, and it doesn't just wipe it because I happened to be offline while I was doing it. But I could be wrong there. Restarting like crazy. I don't know if restarting works. I just sit in game and just hit reconnect. Honestly, that's how I do it. Hi Vigos, welcome to the stream. Get Dirt Rally on PC. Already got it, Daniel. Already got it. I wouldn't say Rally is necessarily my strongest facet, but I do love it. I'm just not sure if other people would enjoy me watching. Actually, I have a question while there's quite a few of you watching at the moment. Anyone here feels the Europe GTS pain? Yeah, exactly. Eleanor? Welcome to the stream, by the way. As long as you don't close the game, the progress won't be lost. Yeah, cool. Okay, so as long as you stay in game and it reconnects, then your progress will be saved. Good. But yes, I had a question for everyone. Like, because I guess what I haven't figured out, obviously since I've started, like my channel was nothing. My YouTube channel basically hadn't started at all, and I kicked it into gear mainly with Gran Turismo Sport. I really started putting out videos, doing regular streams, which I've never done before. So I'm still pretty new to this. Like, I've only been really doing the streams and such since Gran Turismo Sport launched. I've got a lot of followers, like a lot of YouTube subscribers and views and stuff, which has been fantastic. So thank you everyone for that. Fire Opal Orange Pearl, that sounds disgusting. Let's go that. If I was to live stream some other PC sims, so games like Assetto Corsa, or because Assetto Corsa's just launched a bunch of new cars, Automobilista or something like that, would you guys still watch, or do you think you kind of be like, yeah, I really just want to watch for Gran Turismo? That's the questions. Greetings from the Netherlands, by the way. Yes, God, I do have a lot of people come through from the Netherlands. It is awesome. In fact, I was looking at my analytics the other day, and I think Netherlands, Germany, UK, US are my top, and Australia are my top viewing countries. So that's pretty cool. You would watch a bit, Daniel. Cool. Thanks for the sub there. Lost in Stance, I think it said. Flushed away too quickly. Now, is this the new Kyoto driving park, or is this the one I will already know? Let's see how the big Subaru goes. I don't know anything about this car. I don't know if it's front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. Best way to find out is to get the traction control off. Well, it does brake a lot better than the car I was just in. It feels a bit weird to steer though. But it seems to go okay. Well, it's snappy. Good God, it's snappy in the steering. Feels like he's steering with the rear wheels. That's how snappy it is. Very bizarre feeling car. You'd watch as well, Hemulin, anything racing? Cool. It's all-wheel drive? Yeah, cool. That doesn't surprise me with Subaru. They seem to like their all-wheel drives. It's a very bizarre feeling car. If you guys haven't had a go, definitely recommend trying it out. It's just feels so awkward in the steering itself. But look at that, you can just punch it with no traction control on. You don't have to worry about a bit of sideways action. Turn. Hey Vigos, welcome. Just trying out this Subaru Vigos. See what I think of it. It's a pretty bizarre feeling car. Oops, I've gone too far. And again. Driving a third person with a steering wheel is really awkward feeling. I don't like it. I reckon I would be able to hold it flat up the hill if I get my lines right, which I didn't then. It's taking me a bit to get used to the feel of this car actually. It's weird because that actual part of the track hasn't changed at all, but because they've now got the other track, they've added in the other track as part of this DLC, you can see all the lines turning right, so you come over the hill and it all looks unfamiliar to me. It's too late on the throttle. Again, still just learning the limitations of the car. It's one of those cars that you just feel like you've got so much grip until all of a sudden you don't have any at all. Oh, but that's good to know. Good to know. So at least some of you would turn up even if I was streaming a different game that wasn't Gran Turismo. Wouldn't say it was an overwhelming response, so I get it. I'll stick with Gran Turismo mostly. But I might throw in just a little piece of variety into the stream from time to time. Just try a bit of, Assetto Corsa's new cars and tracks. Automobilista, as I say. And it gives me a chance to try some other tracks as well. Since if you had to really pick a fairly big hole in Gran Turismo Sport, it is the lack of tracks, and the lack of cars don't so much worry me because there is quite a few cars of different sorts as well. So happy with the addition of the older Family cars, yeah. It's a bit surprising that things like the Nissan GTR and the RX-7 weren't in it from the very beginning, but maybe originally they kind of wanted to keep it to slightly more modern cars. Okay, definitely take that in third. To some slightly more sort of modern cars and keep it all current or whatever in their mind, and then they've realised later on down the track that people want the old cars they know and love. Nürburgring 24 Hour, Shiraz, welcome by the way. Nürburgring 24 Hour is the best track. It is a very good track. It is a bit of a favourite of mine. Still definitely take that hill section better. In fact, I can just push this car a whole lot harder. But I have apex too early then. You want to stay out a lot longer than I did. Clip the apex a lot later. And that is too late on the brakes. There you go. I thought I would have had it that time. So last time I was a bit early. But no. Collier, stream a little Fortnite. No, I don't think so, mate. I'll stick to my racing games. No one wants to watch me hack out at a game. But I wouldn't say I love Fortnite. It's okay, it's a bit of fun with friends, but R32. So glad the RX-7 is back. All-time favourites. I agree, Hemulin. Obviously, I have an RX-7. I'm certainly not going to disagree with that sentiment. Drifting in this one is a lot tougher. Yeah, okay. Right, need to concentrate. I have a new lap. I feel like 136 is still a good couple of seconds off where I need to be. But it's just, everything in this car feels like you've got it, and then it just gives. You're like, yep, nah, I could probably have gone faster. And then all of a sudden you're like, nope, I'm coming in too fast. Yeah, I've held it flat up the hill, but it really wasn't a good line, and I haven't gained any time out of it. Still apex too early and had to lift off the throttle. Not how you do it. Lost a bunch of time through there. And I shifted down to second when I should have stayed in third there. See, that understeer doesn't understeer anywhere else on the track, but into that corner you just get a bucket load of understeer. What's my favourite Group 3 car, Shiraz? It is the Porsche 911 RSR. Fantastic. So that looked a lot nicer, but look how much slower that is. I'm 0.15 down. I won't apex too early this time. No, that's flat that time. Probably went out a little bit too wide at the start of the corner. Yeah, look, I'm just losing time hand over fist. So sometimes the lines that look right, which is odd, because normally the smoother you look, the slower you look, the faster you're actually going. But it's a very janky feeling car, that's what it is. Janky is the right word. Like, you might come into a corner and you get a little bit of understeer, and then all of a sudden the car will just grip and pull the front sideways. It's a very strange feeling car. I don't know if it's just me. See, again, that corner, the car doesn't understeer anywhere on the whole track, except for that corner. Like, you don't get a huge amount of understeer. You come into there, it's like you've got no front grip at all. The server's still down, Gavin. Not for me. I'm doing a sport race right now, but it certainly appears that, yes, some people are struggling with servers being down. The Veneno in this game is crap. You're dead right. I didn't want to say it, but it's not a good feeling car. It's I think actually it's something I'd send back to Polyphonic Digital and say, you got a bit of work to do on this one. Performance safety 134.9. I still feel like it's not where I need to be. Maybe I won't improve my time at all, but I might go on. Oh, there is no onboard. Okay, I was going to say I'll go on board so you guys can watch the steering wheel and see, even though I'm holding a neutral steering wheel, how janky the grip is at the front of the car. but this doesn't have an onboard camera angle, so you know what? Don't worry about it. Right, now slow down and try, what have we got, 3 minutes 20. Try and square this corner off and have one more genuine crack at getting a time. I reckon I need to be well into the 33s, if not high 32s to set a competitive time, so I'm definitely off the pace. Thanks again, Spartan, much appreciated. Yeah, that's the same error I was getting. But again, it's a server error. So if you, I mean, the only thing I did, I restarted the PlayStation, I jumped in and out of the game about 5 times, but I just, in the end, I jumped in game. I used where the save button normally is was reconnect. And I just hit reconnect and it worked. It's actually a bit slow in there that time round. Yeah, I am, and I'm losing my advantage. No, maybe not. Yeah, I'm teetering on around about the same time, but I kind of go up and down. Can't accelerate too early. As soon as you do, you just get a huge amount of torque steer and it just pushes the car wide. But I think that's going to be the final lap I do. 134.3, yeah, so I still think I really need to be in the 33s to be remotely competitive, so that's okay. Let's go back and have another little look at what's going on in chat. On downdetector.com, GTS servers are out wide, server outages worldwide. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So I'm online at the moment. It'll be interesting to see if I have anyone else in this race with me. It might end up just being me. What have we got up ahead here? The F40 is great. I wish I could afford the F40, but I've got no cash. I don't know what I wasted it all on, but I've got like 129,000 credits. I did buy the Nissan and the RX-7 when I came in, but I can't remember. I'd bought a few cars previously, and it wiped all my cash out. Microsoft needs to give the V8 Supercars license and give it to PD. I don't know what is happening, Daniel, with the V8 Supercars license, because you've got iRacing, which has got the cars, but no official colour schemes or anything like that. Forza seems to have some license, but they're not for the new cars. I'm just not entirely sure I know who's got the full V8 Supercars license. It feels like different development teams have got, you know, varying amounts of actual licensing. It's very, very bizarre, but there's not just like one game that's got all the latest. And if there is, it's got to be Forza. I actually don't have the latest Forza. Saw it on special yesterday in EB Games and thought, pff. And EB, by the way, is basically GameSpot in Australia. There you go. I've got 13 people in the server with me, so there are people online racing. Dodge Viper has Insane as well. I think Shiraz, I think I might have seen it yesterday, that the Dodge Viper actually got a bit of a power reduction, which won't be good for it. Perhaps it's that crap in real life, Emulan. You might be right. I don't know why a multi-million-dollar car is bad in this game. Not me either, Shiraz. Jesus is going to be bad Christmas Day. Yeah, that's true. Although maybe, Kenbo, maybe The reason it's bad today is because they're getting their shit sorted for tomorrow. And that's tomorrow my time, because it's Christmas Eve for me, but I get it, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's probably 2 days before Christmas. But I reckon they're trying to get their shit together so that on Christmas Day, when you get all the new Christmas people come into the server... Hey, did I qualify third? Oh, nice. Gee, I'll take that. Probably want a shitload of cash for license. Yeah, they would do. That's definitely V8 Supercars like. And PD has given all its cash to Ferrari. You're probably dead right there. I don't know if you said that in jest, but... Now, with 5 seconds left on the clock, I do have one regret. And that's not going to the toilet before I start this final. But it's too late now. I'm just going to have to put my big boy pants on and hang on to it, aren't I? Good luck in the race. Thanks, Spartan. Much appreciated. Maybe ramping it up. I hope so, Kembo. I'm hoping that's what they're doing. They're kind of unplugging some cords to plug in more servers to handle the Christmas load. And maybe that's why, at the moment, today, it's it's dropping out. A bit of jest and a bit of truth, Hemulin. Exactly right. Change gear, please. Change gear. What the hell is this auto driver doing? It's because I'm the only idiot that chose the bright orange. No, there's another bright orange partner back there somewhere. Don't really know why I'm cutting corners at the moment. That's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm not. This guy's not. He's about to overtake me, and I have to slow down. Well, that was just messy and horrible. But that's okay. It wasn't a spin or anything, so... Came in a bit softer into that section, so hopefully I can get a better drive out, which is sort of half worked, but not fully. Also have to remind myself that I'm not racing against AI anymore, which just kind of suck and go real slow. I'm actually up against people here. Tried to go out deep so I could square the corner off, but I got on the power too early. A bit more torque steer. It is better than Drive Club, so for sure, yeah, it definitely is. Definitely better than Drive Club, very much. I know Gran Turismo is also a simcade, but I'd say it's more on the simulator side of simcade. Whereas Drive Club for me is much more on the arcade side of simcade. In fact, I think a lot of people would probably call Drive Club just straight arcade. You buy it to have a look at nice cars and muck about with your mates, but for me, like obviously I've got a steering wheel set up, but I just use controller for Drive Club. Not that I play it anymore. Oh, I've come in too deep there. Well too deep. Traction control's back on, that's what's going on. I thought it felt underpowered. There's definitely something going on with the service because I keep turning traction control off. Oh, there's a shunt from the rear. Hey, why do I have to slow down for that? Or was that because I cut the corner? Wasn't concentrating. Can't remember. But normally it saves, it remembers like what you chose. So it remembers that I turned my traction control off. But that's twice now already tonight I've been caught with the game not remembering my settings and turn traction control back on. It's final lap too. Well, that's a bit disappointing. I've just gone back a couple of spots, haven't I? I've cocked the uphill section up again. Scared him out of it without any contact though, so that's good. I've still got 0.8 of it. Oh yeah, 0.8 of a second penalty to deal with as well, so that's not ideal. Penalty gone just in time. Went up the inside, did the old over and under. Had the inside line, but just couldn't have the drive out. Disappointing finish there. I've got no number on my car, so I've no idea what position I'm supposed to finish. Oh, I got fourth. Someone was obviously serving penalties across the line, I'd suggest. Big boy Pampers, that's his stupid lupin. Yeah, Daniel, you called it early. How long till I realise? It should be remembering. I shouldn't have to continue to turn my traction control off. It should just save it. Glenn Corbett, welcome to the stream, and nice joke. Drive Club's a bit of fun. Like, let's be honest, it's a bit of fun. It's fine, but it's not trying to achieve the same thing that Gran Turismo is trying to achieve. Although I'm not sure what Gran Turismo is trying to achieve, because it's trying to be more than Drive Club is, but it's not trying to be as much as Assetto Corsa is. So I guess they're hoping to aim for somewhere in the middle. Love this game on VR. Haven't tried it, Shiraz. Would like to. Where in Oz am I from? Glenn, I'm in Tassie. Jamie, balls deep. That's pretty much me into most corners. Just deleted Project Cars 2 after a couple of weeks of GT Sports. There's no going back. Look, I must admit, I quite like Project Cars 2, and there's a lot of different tracks and cars and stuff that are cool. But I will admit, I actually haven't loaded Project Cars up once since I bought Gran Turismo Sport. Tempted to buy this game, it's half price. Yeah, do it, Jamie, absolutely. It's on special on the PlayStation Network, isn't it, for like 48 hours only in the lead up to Christmas. $12 more cars and an additional track was added in the holiday update. You know what, I haven't actually driven this. I haven't driven this new track. So let's just go and, for the sake of a very quick time trial, let's just try the new track, eh? Kyoto Driving Park, I want the full one, so it's going to be, I'd say one of them is reverse of the other, because look at all the Kyoto Driving Parks. Oh, they're the 6K ones, no, they must be there. Okay, let's just give this a go for shits and giggles, just to try out what it's like, but I'm not using the car that I'm in. What car to sample around it? Go back to the Nissan, give it a run in the Skyline GTR. It's a pretty nice feeling car, actually. Replay graphics are sick. Yeah, they're not bad, Glenn. Jamie, a gaming monitor would make this look much nicer. I'm playing it on an old 42-inch LCD and it looks nice enough, but it's not great. AGP the gamer, yeah. Racing the Nordschleife on in VR would be amazing. Would love that. Have you tried the new Colin McRae rally? No, I have not. I've got Dirt Rally and after that, because I'm not a huge rally guy. It's not that I don't enjoy it. I actually love rally games. I'm just not particularly good at them. And after I sort of bought Dirt, I was like, well, this is the best rally game I've played in years. I'm just kind of not going to... Not even going to bother with anything else, because I've kind of been set. And traction control's on. So I figured it out straight up this time. It's not saving my traction control desirability levels. But let's try out. This is the new free update track, which is just the 2 Kyoto driving parks, I believe, that we already have, but now joined together. And this is also one of the cars that also came free, so no paid DLC or anything like that. I think the weird thing is I feel like this is going to turn right at the bottom of the hill here, isn't it? No, I'm in the wrong spot. It's actually a very nice feeling car, this Skyline, I have to admit. I haven't bought the R34 yet, but even the old R32 here feels pretty bloody good, if you ask me. This is where we turn right, where we normally turn left. And it's quite a slow corner too. Now this must join on with the other track now, is it? Or the original track, but I'm now going the wrong way. Okay, this is a little weird. Nice big track though, 6.5 kilometres. It's not a small track. I just don't know it. Okay, it looks like I've got a big sweeping left-hander coming up. Could have just stayed in third. I regret nothing. So I'm turning right here. When do I brake? Is this a sharp corner? Yes it is. Don't know why I went back to first. That's okay. Don't worry about Lewis Hamilton's track guide. I got you covered for a track guide. I mean, it's not a good one. It's terrible, but I got you covered. Okay, so this is back on the track I was just racing on before. Changed down to second too early. Learning car as well. And that is a lap of the new track. I don't know if new is quite the right word, because as I say, it is tracks that we already had. They've just extended it into the one track now. Let's go on board and see what the big Skyline looks like in here. Good thing about street cars is they're nice and open, lots of visibility when you're on board. Around that corner. Now this is the bottom of the hill where I'm going to have to turn right instead of left. It's quite a sharp corner actually, very sharp corner. Oh, much sharper than I thought. As is that. least this car has an onboard, unlike that Subaru I was just in before. Is a sharp corner. And this is back to the part of the track that we already know. As I say, like just in the race I was in before. But yeah, it's a good little car, this. Sort of said before that Nissans have always had a tendency to be quite good in Gran Turismo, and this is no exception. But looking forward to trying the R34. I bet that goes quite nicely. Unfortunately, I can't afford it because I'm in-game poor. But that is 2 laps of the newly added Kyoto Driving Park track. So I might exit that and go and do something a little bit more productive. Looks like I'm finally at level 29 as well, which is good, because I've got to get to level 30 to do the top events in the campaign they've just given us. So down to get to the Endurance League, which I think it's only 2 races. I was in the Midship Challenge. Anything interesting? Interlagos. Did I do the All Saints Village? No, I didn't. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to be back in around about 1 minute. So please don't go anywhere. Righty, cool. Only lost 3 people from the stream, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for hanging around, guys. Like Spartan says, got to be patient. What's happening up here in the old chat? Dirt 2 was a great game. I'll tell you what was a great game, and I'm probably going to show my age here because you guys will all be like, my dad used to play that. Colin McRae Rally 2. That was a good game back in the day. Spent a lot of hours on that game. Added a big update, only 12 cars and only 1 track. That is true, Invisible Hacker. However, it is free. So, you know, they could have just done an update to car physics and balance of performance and whatnot. Playing the game on a Pioneer Curo reference TV. It looks breathtaking. Especially night scenes. Nice, Raymond, nice. Mine doesn't look that good. When I do my livery streams, I plug it into my PC monitor so I can sit at my computer desk. And I've already done. Did I do one of these? No. Maybe I'll do this one next. We'll mix it up between online and offline. I might finish this stream up with an online server. So if any of you guys can actually get on, I'm sort of holding out until more of you guys are like, yeah, I'm on. And that way I can sort of open up a server, a lobby, and maybe get a few of you in for a bit of a race to finish off. Glenn Colbert, I'm not on a PS4 Pro, no, just on a regular old PS4. The one I've had for a very long time now. Can't log on memo, no, that's definitely a thing. Charlie, will you do an open lobby? Daniel, I just answered that. Must have known you were going to ask that question. Even though you asked it like a few minutes ago, but I'm going back through the chat so you understand. Spartan's got it sorted. Good work, thank you very much. Again. Haven't been able to log on for the last 3 hours, that sucks. How do you prefer cockpit view? Close, far, low, high? I honestly find cockpit view is the best on my PC if I'm running a 3-screen setup, Raymond. But because I'm only running... what am I going to use here? These are my options. I've never used a safety car before. What to use? Might run the M4 Coupe. Hey. You know what? I've never used the Viper, so I'm going to use that. That's going to be my thing. UK servers are up and running. That is good. Stupid looped. That's good to hear. And V-Rally as well, Spartan. You know, you must be a similar age bracket to me, or just had old consoles growing up, I suppose. Because V-Rally was awesome. Actually, the first game I had on the PlayStation. You are the world #1 in Metal Gear Solid 5, Memo. Gonna try and put your name on GT. Why not? I've never really had a legitimate crack at a leaderboard. I have been thinking about going for it on something like Bathurst, but competition is tough. It takes a lot of hours, and it's not something I'd stream because people don't want to watch me do 400 laps of Bathurst trying to get a leaderboard topping time. Subbed and liked the Silent Gamers. Thank you very much for your support. Only the Viper concept is worthy of the Viper. Okay, GP. Subbed as well, Memo. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who's been subbing. There's been a couple of you hitting sub, which is great. Thank you very much. Let's see how the big dodge goes. On my 16th, and I've got 10 laps. I've forgotten a brake here. Yeah, that's is entirely my bad. I forgot which track I was on. Right, let's go again. Pretend that didn't happen. Just erase that from your memory for a second. And this time I'm actually going to try and stop for the corner. Still coming so much hotter than you. Oh, that's close. I haven't used this dodge before. I don't know what its limitations are. And traction control's on. And that's right, now traction control's off. Loads of understeer on it, loads of oversteer. What a fun car. I don't know if I'm going to win this challenge, but what a fun car. Oh yeah, come on now. Doesn't stop or turn that well, but it certainly goes. And it drifts a lot as well, like a lot. So throttle control is the order of the day here. And normally you can brake like super late for this corner because it's banked. And I didn't brake super late, I actually braked really early. Turn! God! Understeering. I must have snagged a little something hanging off the wall then, because I'm just dead stopped. It does sound awfully nice though. Despite its obvious flaws, I'm certainly not going to win when I'm fighting this much oversteer and understeer. Oh, snap sideways oversteer. Hold the drift. There we go. Holy snap and duck shit, this thing spits it out sideways pretty seriously. You can tune your car in this mode. Oh, that is true. Oh, I've forgotten to brake again. Let's just go retry. No, I'm going to do it on standard settings, but I'm going to turn, I know it's a bit pussy, but I'm going to turn the traction control on just a little bit. Because this is redonkulous. Just for that little bit of help. Certainly got enough grunt. Don't have to worry about that. Still pretty taily even with traction control on one, as you can see. Right, into 15th. A lot of work to do over the next 9 laps. Left my braking very late then. But it is a bowled corner, so I've gotten away with it. As in bowl, something you eat out of. That bowl, not bold, B-O-L-D. Accents are hard. Oh, I knew that was going to be close, and I've hit the same lip on the wall. I panicked for a second, I thought I am definitely going to hit the back of this guy. This is my first experience using the Dodge Viper, and it's a fun car. Wouldn't necessarily say I'm very good at it, but nonetheless, it is fun. All the overseer. Even with traction control on one, you have to be super gentle. Doing a lot of wheel work here. I'm tempted to go inside the the cockpit just so you can see how much work I'm doing on the steering wheel here to keep this thing pointing the way I want it to. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm going to struggle to come first in this race, especially if they're all so spread out. They're a long way in front of me. Oh god. They just come up on you so quick. At least there's three clustered together here. That could be a good thing. That could scoop me on up into 10th. The sky is mine. Welcome to the stream. Come on, big girl. All the understeer in the world. Oversteer even. Building up a sweat driving this thing. But you got more oversteer than I did. And that's a pass. Came in a bit hot, did overtake them both very briefly. You actually almost need to use the back end of this car to steer a bit. It's like riding a quad bike. If anyone's ever ridden a quad bike before, you steer with the back end of a quad bike. It's a bit the same as this. You come in too hot, when you got armfuls of understeer, you give it a bit more throttle to kick the arse out, and it actually helps steer you around the corner. But I am 8 seconds behind 9th. This isn't going well. So for those new to the stream, I know a lot of people around the world are having pretty major server issues. I had them myself earlier. I've managed to get on, so there are some servers working, but I've seen a few people say the UK's back up and running, so they may well be doing it region by region. No scheduled maintenance or anything like that. It looks like it was literally just a server outage by the looks of it. So there is no fix for it. It's just waiting the patience game, basically. Helps if you don't miss the apexes. Just a little tip. running off is also ill-advised. I was actually making some positive movements on V Austin there in 9th place, to the tune of 3 seconds in that sector, but cocked it all up. So I don't know how I can go. I'm certainly not going to win. Not with the pace of this Dodge. This Dodge either needs a tune, well, it almost certainly needs some sort of tune-up to make it go fast. But I tell you what, it goes in a straight line. It's got a good amount of grunt. And if you're also wondering what it is I'm playing right now, this is the offline campaign mode. One of the races in that. So it certainly should make everyone that's been yearning for a bit more offline play other than time trial and bit of a cheeky overtake there, but I'll have it. Myself a bit crossed up through there, but that's okay. Charge on. I've got half the race distance done. Geez, I'd love to get back to 3rd. If I could get up to 3rd, I reckon I've gone pretty well. I don't know that I will get to 3rd, but I'd love to. See, I don't know if you noticed there, I was going to understeer straight off the track, and I just gave it a healthy punch of throttle, which kicked the back out, and actually sharpened the corner off. So, going back to what I was saying about riding it like a dirt bike, steer, or like a quad bike even, not a dirt bike, steer from the back end. Slowly starting to get the hang of this big, fat, heavy girl. An overtaking manoeuvre set up from 100 miles back. He's still on the inside of me. I'll give him some space here. And that's in front. Another trick which I've only just remembered is if you're struggling a lot with oversteer, your car's got a lot of oversteer, change up a gear, short shift, like ignore the stupid gear that's flashing at you because that's wrong half the time anyway. But if you're coming out in 2nd gear and just lighting the rear up and you're really having troubles controlling that, if you click it up to 3rd, even though the engine does sound like it's bogging down a bit, it'll actually help a little bit with that oversteer. Because you're lowering the revs, engine's not producing as much torque. This will be 5th with 4 laps to go. Goal is still to get at least 3rd and a bronze medal. That is too much throttle. It's ruined the run there. I'm going to have to give that position back to old mate. Sneaky one up the inside, bit of throttle to steer, beautiful, went well. But it is good to be doing some offline racing. Like obviously they already had AI in the game for other modes, but yeah, it's nice to have the single player campaign sometimes to fall back on. Can see why they give you 10 laps to do this challenge though, or not challenge, because even if I was in a faster car, which I think if I'd have chosen the BMW M4 I would have been a bit faster than I am in this, well almost certainly would have been a bit faster than I am in this Dodge, but wouldn't have had as much fun. I've had to shut myself up a little bit and concentrate probably a bit more than I would normally like on a stream, but missed that corner by a country mile. Very messy up through here. But I can at least see third place in front of me. Oh, centimetre perfect there. I thought I was running off. Right, let's see if I can't grab these two here while they have a battle. Get a bit of drive out of the corner. Sneak up the inside here maybe. I've got the run on them. But this last corner is a bit of a bitch, and it's one you kind of want to hold momentum in as well. It's alright, I've got it done, and that is third place. But I'm 15 seconds behind second with 2 laps to go. That is going to be an impossibility for me. I may have sort of sussed this Dodge out a little bit, but I probably did it about 3 laps too late. See him up there. Actually got the braking right then, I just turned in too late, and as you saw, didn't make the apex. Ooh, that is too much throttle. On the grass, and I tell you what, it snaps sideways in a hurry when you just touch the grass a bit with your back tyres. Definitely, if you're on a steering wheel, you're going to get a sweat up if you're driving in this thing. Taking a few seconds off old Schmitty there in second, but I'm not going to catch him. Oh, now I've got 2 laps to go. That's right, I forgot how to count before, didn't I? I actually had 3 laps to go, not 2. Still think it's too big of a bridge to gap to second. First's with him. If I could catch him, I'd catch both. But 11.8 seconds, it's going to be too far, I'm sure it is. Miss that corner every single lap. It's tradition now. I'd be disappointed in myself if I didn't miss that corner. Pulled 10 seconds on the guy behind me, but unfortunately I'm just not fast enough. Won't be through lack of trying though, that much I can promise you. Definitely have to give a shout out to traction control here. Without having that on 1, I'll be fine. Now I've only taken 2 seconds off the 2 litres that lap, which is obviously nowhere near enough, or it might be 3 seconds or something, but either way I needed to take about 5 seconds off them. I didn't. So I'm tipping I'm going to finish around about 5.5 seconds behind them if I do a good lap this lap. Which is still not a bad outcome, given how bad I was at the start of this race in this car. But it is what it is. Oh, that was the corner I was saying last lap. I get wrong every single lap because it's tradition, and then I've just gone and got it right for the first time on the final lap. Final lap's always the best time to get everything right for the first time, if that makes sense. Too eager on the throttle on the exit there. Actually hasn't been a particularly good lap, and I haven't really gained on it much at all. I've only cut, what, like a second out of them? And third it's going to be, but I got 18-second lead over fourth, so I mean that's a massive difference between the top two and the back couple, isn't it? But you know, it's a bronze medal. Whatever, I'm on the board. That's what counts. So let me go back and have a look through chat and see what is going on. So much chat, it's hard to keep up. Car handicap. I got plus 90% for a car handicap. There you go. Did you see that? So I was using a difficult car. Jesus, I was racing against a LaFerrari. Far out. No wonder he won. What kind of tyres you got on that Viper Datsun Stockies? I reckon you're dead right, Jamie. I reckon they're about 15 years old. The rubber's well and truly gone to hardened plastic at that point. Few people experiencing the issue haven't fixed it yet either. No, unfortunately, Neil, it doesn't appear that everyone's being able to get online at the moment. Moz has set the server on fire and Roy is desperately trying to put it out. Something like that, Hemulin. No IT crowd fans here then? No, not really. Not really. Not me, anyway. Don't pull Scotty Mac and get all the penalties before the end. Yeah, the sky's mine. You know, could be a thing. Right, so that was one of the premium sport lounge races. I haven't done a midship challenge at all, have I? No. I might go and do 8 laps of Interlagos. Let's do that. And they're the only 2 cars I've got. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Oh no, I have already done that anyway. Never mind. Am I level 30 yet? No. Yeah, I just don't want to use those 2 cars because they're awful. I wonder if there's anything fun in this league. Moldovich, welcome to the stream. Good morning to you. Near the country code, yeah. Do it the proper way, stupid Lupin. Send him a snotty letter. There you go. You guys are all over it. You guys know where to direct the rage. Did I already do this? I did one of these, didn't I? No? What about that? Starting grid 16 and 16, 4 laps. Oh, I'm going to use the RX-7 again. It's a new car, why not? You guys will get sick of seeing the RX-7. Apparently once you get through the prompts, you're golden. Are the prompts in Japanese though, the sky's mine? That's the question. I'm just going to have to skip over some comments because I just can't keep up. I just can't keep up. Any word on Holden's getting in the game? Absolutely none at all. I have not heard a single thing. You need your SVG livery. Ugh, wouldn't it be nice? That's right, I did start a VIP Pet Foods one, didn't I? Do you know what's hard? Finishing things. That's what's hard. Right, 4-lapper around the track I was just on. In an RX-7. Bring it on. Probably gone and braked a bit early here. I'm using the braking markers I was just using for the Dodge Viper. And traction control's back on. I'd imagine if I went through the settings, I could probably find a way to just have it permanently disabled for things. Wouldn't mind one of those Cobras, but I just don't have much. Oh, that is well sideways there. And the Cobra is no match for the RX-7. Probably. Except for this time, when it was. But normally, the mighty Wankel Rotary will come through with the biscuits. Around the outside of that guy, and he's not going to leave me any room to go up the inside of that guy. He's going to have to give me some space there. Cut up the... yep, that was a little bit oversteer, here, don't worry about that. Try not to run into that lovely man's Aston Martin. You always feel like you're at a club track day when you're doing these road car races, don't you? Oh, he's had a big one too. Couldn't handle the raw grunt of the Aston. This car is so easy to drive after the Dodge Viper. I honestly thought for a second I was literally going to crash as I was saying it's so much easier to drive. In the ultimate troll to myself, but I didn't. Kept it together for the kids. That's up to 8th. What have I got? 4 laps. Righto. Plenty of work to do. Maybe I'll just go around the outside of you. Will that work? Yeah, that'll work. There's another little RX-7 up there. Well, that's too much throttle. We'll go for the outside line again. There must be a lot of oversteer in that Aston Martin, because even the AI guys are spitting the thing out sideways. This is actually legitimately a great little car. I know I was always going to come into this with bias because it's an RX-7, but I'm actually not joking. This is a fantastic little car. And it's very driftable as well. So I'm up to 5th. Lap and a half to go. Tell you one car I haven't used that's the Suzuki Swift. I've been meaning to buy it. Whoa, that guy's going so slow. That could have been a massive accident. I don't know what he was doing there. Alright, let's see if I can do it. The equation is 2 full laps to get 3 purple. Now, the first 2 are quite close to me, but first place has scuttled off up the road. There's another little RX-7. They're doing well, and thus proving they're a good car. Kind of the old over and under manoeuvre. And it worked without rubbing paint. Got the run on him here. No, I might have to tuck in behind him for that one. Oh, he's cocked it up. He's run well wide. Got sideways. That's gifted me second. Now 7.1 seconds to first place. Could be a big ask actually. You guys still having problems logging in? Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. They haven't put anything out as far as I've seen. PD haven't actually stated that there's problems, but the only thing I can sort of think and maybe hope is that they're just mucking with the servers to make sure that come Christmas Day, when there's almost definitely going to be a massive influx of new people, that's one of those days they want to make sure they get right. They don't want people new to the game jumping on for the first time, unable to get servers. So the only thing I can hope, and I'm just making this up, spitballing here, so it's not like I've not read it anywhere, but I'd like to think they're just trying to get more servers sorted out for Christmas Day. So I've got him down to 3.8 seconds with a lap to go. Might actually be fairly tight. Or maybe not, I don't know. So that's down to 2.3. He is the last man I need to sort out. Definitely recommend this RX-7. Oh, he's got himself in strife in the big Mustang. Bit of oversteer for him there. Here's the corner I always cock up, but nailed it that time. Back out of that one, give him the space because I'll get him on the run down the hill, I reckon. He'd be feeling it like a fat dude on a jetty. He's under peer pressure. And here comes the little 7. I've come in too hot. Final lap. I've dropped nearly a second back. He's got the grunt on me, probably unsurprisingly. But I've got him in the corners. Oh, that's a big drift, bigger than I wanted. He's having all kinds of traction issue at the back there. And again he goes. That thing looks like a real pig to drive. He's on the inside. Look at the grunt he's got though. I'm holding that flat pinned. Final corner. Oh, he goes the defensive line. And he's going to have me under straight, under power here. That's disappointing. What a disappointing way to finish. Come on, little RX-7, you can do it. 1.3 litres of glory. Unfortunately not. It's the same name as Lewis Hamilton's dog. You're right, Roscoe, but I presume Lewis Hamilton spells Roscoe with an E. on the end of his dog's name. Liam? Bring back the 350s. I'm so surprised they didn't. I got a plus 60% car handicap again, so apparently the RX-7 is not the best car to have in there. I'm really surprised we haven't seen any 350s, because they're like, was it GT5 was, you know, centered around that car, it seemed like. Playing Rocket League, Raymond. NBA 2K, the servers are dead there too. Oof, really? Got a couple of servers down. Not having much luck, am I? I don't know if it's luck or I don't know if it's just a lack of ability. I got the fastest lap of the race, so that's definitely a thing. That is definitely a thing. Ticking a few of these boxes, using some new cars, which is nice. Now, I wonder if I can try and jump back onto some online racing, see what's about. Although I didn't like the look of the other two races I did that were there, did I? I tell you what, if I run an open lobby right now, I want everyone that intends to join and can join because you can get online to say yes in the comments so I can count. And if I've only got like 4 people, then I'm just going to go and race a sport race online. We'll check if you can join online. Let's see if anyone can join online. If not, what races? I haven't done the Group 3 at Brazil. I can do this. You have an update, then you're in. People are checking. It looks like most people can't join. That's cool. I might do this in 4 minutes. Let's go and do a practice lap. In a Group 3 car. Now, I always go the Porsche because I love it. So let's try something different today, but something that is still good. The NSX I've had no luck or fun with at all. So let's try that. What's with the time thing on the FIA races? There isn't 26 hours in a day. Look, that is a question, Hemulin, that I've been asking for a very long time. I'm not sure if in Japan they run a 26-hour clock. I don't know. I guess the only thing I can guess at is that Polyphony Digital don't want... Like, they don't want to put 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Even though that would be correct if they put... Well, 2200, 23, 2400, and then 0100 and 0200. I don't know why. I got nothing. No, actually, I take that back. I was going to come up with a theory then as to why they run 25 and 26. But I got no idea. Is the NSX actually any good, or am I pretty much just asking to get my ass handed to me? Because the NSX is rubbish. Opinions and thoughts in the comments now. Wish there was no connection. Yeah, it sucks a bit. I was hoping to finish the stream with some online lobbies. Some Christmas lobbies. We Megane is the gods of Interlagos. The Megane is the gods of everything. I'm so sick of that car. I'm not even. I'm not even. I know that a lot of people are sort of the opinion, hey, if they provide it to you in the game, then use it to be better, to be the best you can be. Like the, what's that assist you can turn on? The counter steer assist or whatever it is. But I don't know, I'm in this for a bit more of a pure fun race experience. As you can see by all the grass cutting I'm doing out here. So yeah, using like that aid and using the best car, even though I don't particularly like the car, that's just not what I'm about. This car actually feels a bit shit, if I'm being honest. It's like mid-corner the back end steps out. It's odd. You'd swear it was a mid-engined car. Yeah, it's mid-corner it steps around. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. That's a balancing issue, not like a brake balance issue or anything like that. But the latest skin that I'm doing, the latest livery I'm doing is on the Honda NSX, so I kind of feel obliged to get used to it, get good with it. So that when I finish my skin... Oh, you don't want to hit the grass on the entrance to the corner. Peugeot Group 3 car is good around Interlagos. Okay. Okay, Hamilton. I actually don't know what a good time is going to be. I don't know what a good time around here is. I can't really remember. I've done plenty of other Group 3 races here. The Atenza is a good, solid car, Euros. The problem is with the Atenza is I like the bonnet cam. This is my preferred camera angle. And not all the cars seem to have a proper bonnet cam. Like, I know this is probably technically on the roof as well, but some cars, and the Atenza is one of them, it just sits way up, really high on the roof. The bonnet only takes up about half the screen. Oh, that's disappointing. I was up, and I've lost concentration. But I reckon I can go and join that server anyway now. So, oops, wrong button. Sorry about that. You get to see the lovely blue spinning PlayStation things. I'm going to go join the actual server. I'm going to stick with the NSX, even though it's probably not my best choice of car here. There you go, 133 was there, so that's probably roughly where I'm looking to try and get. I'm only in the 134, so I've got plenty of work to do. But I'm going to stick with it anyway, because I said I would. And I'm a man of my word. Spent 3 hours doing Castro Honda livery on the NSX Group 3 only to find out you don't like the car. Yeah, that's the thing, Hamilton. And that's why I've kind of... The cars I've done my liveries on have been cars that I've actually enjoyed using. You've been using bumper cam. That way I get a rear view mirror. Yeah, it's actually a bit bullshit that on the bonnet you don't get a rear view mirror. That's actually a bit rubbish. I'm not happy with that. It's something you should be able to turn on. Like, pretty much every other car game I've played, you can have a mirror on bonnet cam. But for whatever reason, they're just like, nah. I think they actually say you get more visibility, which is true. You get less visibility sitting inside the car. but you get just as much visibility at the front on the bumper cam as you do on the bonnet, and they give you a rear view mirror. So you sort of learn to rely on... You learn to rely on the radar down the bottom right hand corner, turning that on. It does brake alright. It does seem to brake quite well. It's just got a few stability balancing issues that I don't know that I enjoy very much. It's also one of those cars you don't see being used very much. I don't, it's not to say you don't see them being used, but it's not a car that I typically see a lot of in the Group 3 races. No connection, you guys are still struggling. There's at least a 133. Horrible exit out of that last corner. It's put me, I'm going to be 5/10 down by the end of the straight, I'd imagine. I am driving the NSX. Not particularly well, but I am driving it. I've managed a 133.6. I find a lot of brake and throttle overlap make this car much more stable. Oh yuck, that wasn't very nice, that was it? That's alright, I'm trying to get a good run on to the next. But yeah, a lot of getting on the throttle whilst you're still on the brakes. Don't get off the brake and then get on the throttle. Combine the two together a little bit. That seems to just settle the car just a little bit. Takes a while to get used to this guy, specific driving, but man, I must have got a good launch out of there last time again. I came out 0.03 down. I'm already 0.3 of a second down. Tried to brake a little later then, and it was to my detriment. Now, what I'm going to bump the brake bias forward just a little bit more. Alright, let's try this again. Bought one because you're a huge fan of the new NSX. That's quite tail happy, it is a bit, but the nose dives into corners so well and the grip is nuts. Yeah, it's not too bad, it's just that sort of mid-corner bizarreness that gets me. Right, let's see if I can improve on the 133.6. That's disgusting. That is not how you take that corner. Close to my other lap time. But I lost a bunch of time there and here. Oh, bogged it down out of there. Cocked it right up. That's downsides of using traction control. Look, let me bump the TC down to 1 and see if I can do any better. Generally like to run traction control on 2 for the Group 3 cars, which I don't feel bad about because I run traction control off for everything else pretty much, except the Dodge Viper as it turns out. But you got to remember that GT3 cars in real life also run traction control. Do I watch Z28s? I watch a bit. I have jumped into his streams before. Yeah. I have seen quite a bit. There you go, there's the trick. Honestly, I think having traction control on 2 on the Honda is a no-goer. Because I wouldn't even say it's been the best lap I've ever done in terms of concentration. But just being able to actually use the throttle to punch out of the corner, I'm probably going to go 4 or 5 tenths up here. So there's a tip. If you're like me and you generally like to use traction control on 2 for the Group 3 cars, turn it down to 1 for the Honda. Geez, I might end up actually really liking this car. Let's see if I can't go for 32. But yes, I have watched quite a few of Z28's stuff, but only little bits and bobs. I don't really have a lot of time to watch streams, because if I have time to watch streams, then I have time to stream, and I kind of go, well, I should just be streaming, really, shouldn't I? But a number of times I've put them on in the background while I'm, doing something else. Editing a video or some such. I'll chuck his streams on. Despite what really was a pretty average lap, I'm going to come pretty close to the actual time again here, I'd say. I am going to come very close to the time. It's going to be a 1:33.27. Bang. He calls it. But that would do me until race time. I'll hold out now until we jump into the actual race itself. I'll have a look at what's going on in the chat. What's going on with the money part? Where is Adam? Hello, Adam. Welcome to everyone who's joining the stream for the first time, for that matter. Don't have the money for a wheel. That's what makes it hard, man. Just check second-hand classifieds if you can get one of the T150s. I've never used a T150, but I know it's probably the best budget wheel you can get. I've heard many people say that, so it has to be true. But if you can't, that's cool. Not everyone can afford these things. Crowdfund wheel for old mate Adam. Nice one, Sky. I've got to get back to work. No worry, Moldovich. Thank you very much for joining me. Do appreciate it. Hope the servers are good when you get home. So do I, dude. You've probably already left. But anyway, see you, Moldovich. Miss the days where you could sit down in an arcade cabinet with a wheel and all. Oh, they were rough days back in the Daytona days. 80-pound wheel, cheap but worth it. Yeah, I still think even a cheap wheel's better. It's the pedals that really get to you, not the wheel itself. It's hard to go from using a wheel to a controller. You're damn right it is, Heel Race Driver. I made a couple of videos on my channel comparing the wheel to controller, and I even tried the 6-axis motion control in another video. And just trying to get used to controllers again was definitely something a bit fun, but also difficult. Do you have a brake bias preference for the RSR? I get confused on that. I usually run... Well, no, I don't. Depends what track I'm on. Because it's a rear-engined car, you don't want to push your brake bias too far back by any stretch. Otherwise, you're going to lock the rear brakes a lot. So, probably 1 or 2 clicks forward, depending on the track. See how you go with it. You can use 6-axis motion control. Look, that is definitely HEEE. That is definitely good advice if you can't afford a wheel, but you're struggling on the controller. 100% try the 6-axis motion control. Again, I did make a video on my channel. It might be worth going over and checking that out, simply because it does sort of run you through. I made 2, one controller versus steering wheel, but then a 6-axis one. And I actually recorded me using the controller itself, so you can see me sort of doing it. It might give you some good idea of how it actually feels to use. Wood, strap it to some wood. You could do that, Euros. Wood that you carved to look like a wheel. You're out, the sky's mine, no worries. If you've already gone, then I'm sorry, but thanks for joining me. Don't forget to listen to the Wheel to Wheel podcast. Great stuff. Cheers, boys. Thanks, Sky. Flag to Flag, do you mean? Flag to Flag podcast. You're still here, Spartan. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for hanging around and looking after chat for me. Sellotape, dinner plate, 6-axis on. That is not stupid advice. Again, your name is stupid, and yet you keep coming through with some pretty solid advice on my streams. You do alright with the controller. I watched your vid on it and totally agree. Yeah, cool. It's definitely manageable. 100% on Gran Turismo controller. Like, obviously, it's a PlayStation game. I'd imagine whether or not Polyphony Digital wanted to or not, I'd imagine Sony would almost be like, this is our flagship racing game. You have to make sure our controller works awesome on this game. So, but this is going to be the last stream of the morning. It is now 10:30 AM. I have a whole day to get on with. I've been streaming for a long time. It is my last pre-Christmas stream. You won't see me again until probably next week. I'd say I'll take a few days off over Christmas. I usually have a big Boxing Day party the day after Boxing Day. I'm not going to be feeling particularly good, so we're probably looking at Wednesday, Thursday next week before you see a stream out of me again. So if anybody, it is what it is. just take myself a little 4 or 5 day break from streaming. I've been trying to keep on this every couple of days, so we'll see how we go. But hopefully you've been enjoying the stream, and if you have, do remember to leave a like. It does help me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it, and I guess it's a free way of supporting me. If you're new to my channel, obviously hit subscribe. I do have some, I'm not just all streams, I do also have just a playlist of Gran Turismo Sport videos that I've made, actual individual short videos. Some of you might find some of them useful, especially if you're quite new to the game. So check that out, hit subscribe, hit the bell next to it. But for now, I'm going to get on with this race, see if I can get the NSX on the podium. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but we'll find out. Turn 1 of Brazil. Always a pretty sketchy experience. Here we go. Let's see if we can get taken out. Nice and gentle into turn 1. Bit argy-bargy on the inside of me. See if I can hold this position. Oh, he's shoved me wide. He's not seeing me. But he has now tucked in behind me. Oh no. Yeah, that's not gone well. That's not gone well. Such a good start to the race. Got a little bit eager on the throttle, but also a little bit eager on the curb. It was what brought me unstuck. So I was actually, it's a bit disappointing because I was looking good there in third. I felt good. I was actually hanging on to the two in front of me. Now it's going to have to be a come from behind result from 12th place. So let's see what I can do. From 12th. There is tyre wear on as well. You're going to get off, Spartan. No worries. Thanks, dude. I do appreciate your efforts for being here for the stream. As always, I run wide because I was reading that, but do appreciate you being here. Merry Christmas. I hope you have an awesome Christmas or holiday period. And or holiday period. Hoping to get a bit of drive up the straights. I don't think the Honda's necessarily the best car on power itself. These two are getting a bit dicey with each other. I'm nervous coming in this close to them into turn 1. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I followed him out. I don't know why. I didn't miss my braking marker either. Don't quite know what I did there. I got my braking marker right. Just kind of followed him out. Love how I just drive like that back out onto the track. Yeah, I'm in ghost mode, so people can't run into me. You can see when your car goes into ghost mode, and at that point you can do whatever you want because people can't run into you. It's a bit like if you see someone like the old mate on at turn 2 on the first lap, I think. I just aimed for him and went straight through him because he was in ghost mode. So, which is why it is a good thing for this kind of thing, because if there was no ghost mode, you'd have to really be careful re-entering the track. Honda not good with power, yeah, isn't that a quote, Isaac? You could probably transfer that across to Formula 1, for example. I feel like Fernando Alonso would agree with that statement anyway. It does handle quite well anyway. But if you're on the power and you try and take too much curb, it does get a bit sketchy. Alonso would approve, Adam. It's too much throttle, very sideways. I'm actually not gaining time. I need to concentrate and stop reading chat. Still a bit disappointed with myself there on the last turn of the first lap. So I was feeling pretty good. Had decent pace. Thought I could have gone with the first two. Am I even gaining on these two? I think I am a little bit. Not as much as I'd like though. Still, if I can catch one, I'll catch all the way up to 6th place. I'm gaining on him. Getting past him's the next thing, though. I don't know what old mate there's doing. It feels like he's missing gears all the time. Porsche should have more grunt than the Honda on the straights. Nice livery, by the way. Can appreciate a nice Martini livery. Switch to the inside here. See if I can make this stick under brakes. And I have. So that's 7th. Look at that Porsche gain on me though in the... Way too much throttle again. It was another awkward moment. Didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy it. Talk about being compressed here. Ah, been shoved wide. Oh, mate. What are we doing? Glad he ghosted then, otherwise that would have been race over for me. Oh, mate's just peeled off into the pits. I've not seen that before. Oh, mate spun. I've been hit. But I've got through. That was sketchy. I didn't think he was going to go into ghost mode. He did it right before I made contact with him. Love to see the replay of that. See you, Lorenzo. Thanks for joining, dude. Yeah, I thought I was going to smash straight into the side of him and T-bone him. And he just went into ghost mode as I got there, so that worked out rather nice for me, actually. Unfortunately, though, this is not fourth place up here. This is lap traffic. Please refuel. Okay, I've not had this before. Normally they just give you enough fuel to get to the end of the race. Well, this is new. Oh well. There goes the race. Honestly, in all the sport races I've done... Where's the pit entry, by the way? Don't change tyres, give me... Why can't I don't want to... I do want to refuel. Why won't you let me refuel? What's the button to fill up? I guess I just wait until it stops refueling. How many laps do I need? 3 laps worth. Just in case the Honda's thirsty, let's just go 4 laps. I'm in here now. This is so bizarre. I've never had this before. My tyres are worn out though. Oh, that is true. Why didn't I get new tyres? I'm not even thinking. I've just been taken completely by surprise. But I would have saved time in the pits by not changing tyres. And these will get through to the end of the race. Although the rear right's quite worn. Maybe they've changed something and I've not noticed. Maybe the sports modes now, they've increased the fuel and tyre burn to make sure that you do have to pit during the race. Well, this is an interesting turn of events. Definitely going to be at a disadvantage by not changing tyres. I can see that now. It's probably a bit closer than I would have liked. So I wonder if everyone else is going to be pitting or if they like knew that this was going on, so they've put their mixture to lean. So you can of course change. So I'm on max power at the moment. And that's lean there. So you can change the fuel mapping, but it's just not something I've ever been used to. I didn't realise they'd made the change. But the tyres are certainly wearing out a lot more too. Normally only wear down sort of the top, say 8th or 9th of the wear indicator. But I'm almost halfway down on rear right, so... Best way to combat bad tyre wear, just turn your traction control back up a bit. It'll make you slower, but it might just save a spin. Well, this is quite cool, even though I've sort of cocked this race up now. I'm actually really glad they've done this. Oh yeah! I'm actually really glad they've increased tyre wear and fuel wear to a point where now you have to stop. Fantastic addition. Hopefully they add tyre wear and fuel wear into the FIA races as well. You gotta be carried away. These tyres are absolutely shot. I'm not going to be catching anyone. Should have changed tyres, obviously. But that's actually the first pit stop I've done in Gran Turismo as well. I've never done a pit stop, so that was a whole new experience for me. But no, I am super glad they've changed this. Means you can be a bit more tactical. You can try and make your fuel last by running lean fuel versus running a richer mixture and having more pace. Geez, seriously though, these tyres are like being on an ice rink. I don't know if I'm going to hold out 10th place there. But a fresh set of boots, and if I had have run... Well, it's going to come down to one of those things, isn't it? Do you run rich mixture and wear your tyres out, and then just go in for some new tyres and new fuel? Or do you try and look after both your tyres and your fuel? So the whole thing comes with a bit more strategic, which is awesome. Good job, Polyphony Digital. Even if it has cost me one race, I'm just going to let him through because I'm not going to be able to stop him, am I? Oh, I'm sideways. These tyres are gone. Yeah, it becomes more strategic and it's just good. Just an exciting thing. And I don't care that I've had one really bad race. I mean, I spun anyway, so it's my own fault. He's run out of fuel, that guy. There's a free spot. Fantastic. I'm really happy about this. Now I'm all excited to do some more daily sport races, which I'm not going to do now. I'm still definitely going to end the stream there, but... No, that is such a good thing. Very happy about that. And I can't wait to get back on some GT Sport races now and do strategy. All of a sudden it matters what car chews up tyres and what car is good on tyres. It matters what cars burn a lot of fuel and what cars, you know, are good on fuel. That sort of decision comes into it. So you might choose a car like, you know, the Z4, which you know is a little bit down on power because it's really good on fuel and really good on tyres. So you might end up choosing that as an option versus, you know, jumping in with whatever the fastest car of the day is, maybe the Megane. That might be horrible on petrol and horrible on tyres, and therefore you don't choose it. So that's good. That's good. Let's go back and see what the actual wear rate is here. You're getting tad bored with the daily races, Euros. It definitely was getting like that. Like, we need an injection of content. We need an injection of tracks. Cars I don't so much care about. I'm cool with that. It'd be nice to see some open wheeler cars added in. Like, give us some, you know, Formula 1 equivalents, or even, I'd be happy with just like a, you know, a GP2, GP3 equivalent. Just give us some open wheelers to race around in. Race details, where am I looking here? So fuel consumption's on 4 times, tyre wear's on 8 times now, so they have definitely increased it from the last time I did some daily sport races, which is really, really good. How am I playing? It's just plumb luck. So the servers aren't down for everyone. I don't want to rub that in, but the reality is the servers aren't down for everyone in the world. It seems very, very randomised. I would definitely have to say most people are down, but I was lucky enough. I restarted the game. I tried to log into the game 5 or 6 times, and couldn't get on, and literally once I got in game it just said down the bottom it was all disconnected, but the save button down there becomes a reconnect button, and I went and did a bit of practice offline, tried out the RX-7, tried out the track, and hit reconnect, and it reconnected. So It's certainly not an isolated problem. Don't feel like you're alone. You are definitely not alone. You are in the vast majority of people who can't get on. However, there are still plenty of us who have been able to. So that feature with refueling and tyre wear was always on. It was. You're dead right, Gavin. It just didn't affect the racing. Seldom on the daily races. I've done a few races and refueled before the update. It was always on the Group 3 or the final 10 lap daily sport race. It's always had tyre wear and fuel wear, but neither of which were a high enough burn rate to affect your actual race. So fuel was never ever an issue. You just comfortably race to the end running on the richest mixture. And tyres, I would say probably the last 3 laps, if you were a little bit better than... thanks for the follow, by the way. If you were a little bit better in the last 3 laps on worn tyres, then you tended to make a lot of ground up. I used to sort of try and keep myself nice for the first 5 laps and then push hard towards the end when people were having wearing tyres. You get a lot more people spinning. But this is really good now because... legit, what's the fastest strategy? Do you just burn through your fuel and your tyres, pit for fuel and fresh tyres, and then just race your ass off to the end? Or do you conserve fuel and tyres? We'll find out. There'll probably be a clear winner between the two of those strategies. But the point is, there is strategy now. That is good. That is good. If Gran Turismo ever wants to be classified as an actual simulator, then things like this are required. I don't know if they're trying to get out of the simcade market and identify themselves as a simulator or not, but it certainly is going to go a long way towards contributing at that. Well, that is going to be me for the stream, so I do want to thank each and every one of you. Before you click away, if you could hit that thumbs up, it does help me out a lot, and it doesn't cost you anything. So if you want to support me in any way, it is appreciated. Hit subscribe if you're new to my channel. Check out the videos on my channel. I've got some controller versus steering wheel video. I've got a 6-axis versus controller and, you know, looking back at that video using the 6-axis. I've got some tips there, how to improve your sportsmanship rating. Anyway, hopefully there's a bit of content there you guys enjoy and I can earn a subscriber or two. And those who have subscribed through the stream, I have seen a couple of notifications coming through. I do want to thank you to the new subs. Have a good Christmas, everyone. I want you all to have a happy, safe and good Christmas period. Or if you don't do Christmas, then holiday period. You know, and if you don't have holidays, then just try and have a good day. Thanks, Kembo. Thanks, Euros. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, everyone. Much appreciated. And this will be my last stream pre-Christmas. I'll do at least one stream, if not 2, between Christmas and New Year's. So probably 2 streams, I say, between Christmas and New Year's. We'll see how we're traveling on that. I might try and get another video up tonight, which will be... it might even release tomorrow morning. So it'll probably release Christmas Day for Australians and Southern Hemisphere or advanced time zone people. And probably Christmas Eve evening for the rest of the Northerners in here. So we'll see how we go. Nonetheless, I want to thank you. It's going to be a livery one, by the way, because a bunch of my subscribers, like 4 or 5 people, made full Charlie Roscoe liveries for me. So I just want to make a little video demonstrating those, thanking them for their efforts, because they are quite cool. I'll add them in. So, yeah, I'm going to stop waffling off. That came out weird, did it, Raymond? Sorry. Have a nice one, everyone. Here, have a holiday times and stuff. Yeah, it did come out. It did come out a bit weird, didn't it? Thanks for the entertainment. No worries, Jamie. I want you all to have... I've pushed the wrong button. I want you all to have yourself a fantastic day, week, and everything. And I'll talk to you all next time. Bye for now.